I don't, when you're one of the last people to speak, most everybody's already said what you were planning on saying. So let me just affirm so much about, let's just keep going. And I love the analogy of the spider being able to tie down a lion. But I tell you, I just think all we need to do is take those spiders, all of us, and just tie down a little orange shrimp. Your signs are terrific. You're just terrific. I mean, I find it difficult to get humor in all of this. I don't know about y'all, but it's really fatiguing to do the self-care and be able to, figure out when you're going to show up and when you just need to take a break. And so thanks for showing up today. I am your elected official from Union County. I am a county commissioner. Thanks. Thank you all, especially those of you that elected me. So I'm going to give a little bit of perspective from, say, an elected official's point of view. I'm just going to put a big stamp on all that's said about how much we can't give up right now. We know that we have our Constitution, and we know that it's made up of 3 branches of government. We've got the judicial branch, the legislative branch, the executive branch. And what we're seeing right now is we are seeing such an overreach by the executive branch. And an absence, an absolute unforgivable absence by so many from Congress. So many. And in understanding, how things move up and down, in terms of grant funding or how the dismantling of a little organization or agency within the government, the Consumer Protection Agency, for example, not a big organization, but the impact of that down here on us, we will never recover. We just are simply not going to recover. So I'm here today to talk a little bit about what's going on up there and how we need your help, and also a little bit about down here about how that's playing out, and not the details certainly that you have heard from others here. But this matters. And yes, we need to vote on May 20th in the primary and on November 5th in the general. And our school board members are really important. But we have got to act every day. The time is so critical right now because what Trump is doing is illegal. It's illegal. And we need to remember that. It isn't just a massive power grab. It is illegal. It is affecting everybody. It is affecting the world. It is affecting our democracy, our health, our rights that we fought so hard for. And it is absolutely going to affect our future if we don't keep pushing back. It isn't just that when Medicare and Medicaid get cut, that it affects individuals and their health. It affects our community. It affects the ability for our hospitals and our facilities to be able to provide care to all of us. And when SNAP benefits are cut, and when all those other basic need programs are cut, it affects every single one of us. We will have to dig deeper. We are going to have to do more, and we're going to have to do it with less if these damn tariffs continue to be in place, this tax on us. But I don't think they will be. I think he's going to transactionally negotiate away to those most powerful, the businesses that he brings to their knees. And what we must do, as speakers have said here, is we must stay united. And the reason we need to speak up is because our sheepish, gutless legislative branch has got to 5-call. If you don't have that app on your phone, get it on your app. There's a little sign back there, a little postcard, just scan it. It will bring up your legislators, Senate and House, and call them every day on any issue that matters to you. Leave a message. Start with, I'm a constituent. Give your message. Then tell them the community you're in, and then give them your name. It matters. Susan Fansler will tell you it matters. Others will tell you that it matters. We must give them backbone. We must give our Democrats strength to be able to let them know that we're behind them, and we must give hell to the Republicans and have them grow a spine. And now I want to bring it just a little bit home for my final remark. I've taken a look at how much of the Union County budget is made up of state and federal grants. And I'm saying state grants because they too may matter. A lot of funding that we get from the state grants funnel through from the federal grants. And we saw what happened to that uppity woman governor from Vermont when she stood up to Trump. The same thing could happen to us. Oh, from Maine, I'm sorry. You're right. That's what you're saying, excuse me. But you know what I'm talking about. And what I'm also finding, and you're finding it too, so 20% of our operating budget, that's nothing. There are millions of dollars here in our community that are at risk right now, as you know, because of the antics of this president acting in chief president. So it's important that we push back. It's not our budget. It's going to be the individual millions of dollars to our organizations, our food banks, our seniors, our community action agency, a ton of them, and your pocketbooks. And don't let this happen. So please call. Also call your state legislators, because we're beginning to see things happening at the state level, as you've been reading and may know about. We're starting to see the district attorneys in counties are going to need to report any illegal immigrants that might come their way and report them to ICE. Boo. We're beginning to see an infiltration of legislation being introduced that is mimicking at the state level what's happening already at the federal level. So watch for it and put on speed dial your state legislators too. Because as I travel around the state and I'm asking Republican elected officials, what do you think? How are you feeling? What I get is, what? Nothing's happening. So let them know. There's a lot happening. And hold them accountable too. Stand up, fight. Thank you very much.